You recently met with the ATF after you sent them a letter to find out why the agents were asking gun dealers in your state for copies of their sales records. What were you able to find out?
Well, first we had a meeting with them, and it turned out, I think, quite well, much better than I expected. And the gist of it was that it's a classic example where the people in Anchorage, the ATF agent in Anchorage, did a good job and was well received. And but what happened then? He sent his report into Seattle. And apparently in Seattle, they didn't like what the gentleman had done, so they put the red flag up, typical bureaucracy, and then apparently decided they'd have to go back in and ask questions again of all the gun dealers up there. And then when they brought that to my attention, that's when I wrote the letter requesting, what is this? Is this in D.C.? Is it in Region 10, or is it in Alaska? And now they're going back up there on June 5th. They're having a public meeting, and all the gun dealers will be there, and they're going to explain what they expect and what they don't expect, what the responsibilities, what laws that they will follow to the T. And so I'm quite pleased with their response, especially Mr. Brandon, who's second in charge. They did arise to the occasion and say, we did the wrong thing, and they're going to straighten it out so it doesn't happen again. It's a classic example. We're far away, and somebody did their job right up here, but it didn't look right to someplace else instead of being on the ground to make the decision.
So from what you can tell, the ATF agent in Alaska just decided to do this. He wasn't ordered to do it.
Well, from what I can say, he hadn't done anything. What I'm saying, he went in and made a request that what I call the regular checkup. And then apparently after the Seattle persons got his report, they're the ones that went in and had him ask for the records. And that where the glitch was in Seattle.
Wow. I mean, I know that raised all kinds of red flags because, as you pointed out in your letter, it's no secret that this is illegal, what they were doing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I'm confident this meeting will put this thing to rest, and we'll watch it. My job in this Congress is to watch the ATF, and the FBI, and the other agencies that do have and the Justice Department that make sure that they follow the law, and we're required to do so and make sure that they follow the law, and not saying the ATF didn't do anything wrong, but they recognized that they had made a mistake and they were going to rectify that now.
But Congressman, did they give you any idea as to why they decided to do this? I know there was a lot of concern that this was being collected so that they could make a database.
That's the danger of it. That's the reason the law was passed. Those two laws are very specific in that letter. That says, it says that, I think I have it right here in front of me. I don't have it right in front of me, but there's two laws that they broke, were not following the law. And that's specific. No records shall leave the building. They can stay there and copy if they wish to do so, and on down the line. And this is to protect and keep from a gun registration backdoor approach from occurring.
Mm-hmm. So have you talked to any gun dealers up there since you had this meeting? Are they convinced this is going to happen again?
We will know more after June 5th.
Because that's what's going on June 5th. They're having a meeting or something?
Yeah, that'll be
seminar?
That'll be happening next, I guess, Wednesday.
All right, well, keep us posted. I got to say, you asked for a timely response from the ATF, and unlike what Congressman Ice has been going through, you actually did get a timely response.
I am very pleased with that in a sense, and I am so strong on the Second Amendment as they know it, and I will chew their bones off if they end up being wrong on this issue.